Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video day, and we have a trade in the NFL. The New York Giants are trading for star tight end Darren Waller. Wow, this one was shocking. I didn't think the Raiders would, honestly, going into this offseason, I thought there was a chance Waller could get traded. But yesterday, they signed Jimmy Garoppolo. I personally thought there was no way that they would want to take away from Jimmy G. But they are. But to be fair, they took away some, but they also added some. They signed Jacoby Myers today, which is hilarious because Jacoby Myers literally threw them a win against the Patriots with that fumble play. But enough of the fumble play, though. But I honestly didn't think Waller was going to get traded. I didn't even, I wasn't even home when this happened. I was surprised. And they got him for a really steep price, too. For a third-round pick, which is pick 100 in this year's draft, that's the pick they got for Kadarius Toney from Kansas City. And to flip Kadarius Toney into Darren Waller, even though Toney has turned in really good for the Chiefs, had a great impact in the Super Bowl, and is supposed to be their number one wide receiver in the future, Darren Waller, I'd rather have Darren Waller any other day than Kadarius Toney, in my opinion, especially for that Giants team. Daniel Jones is a guy who likes to throw to his tight ends. He very much liked Daniel Bellinger, a guy who Darren Waller from Daniel Bellinger will be a huge upgrade. I want to throw out some stats here. Now, last season, since Darren Waller went on IR, he only played 9 games. Daniel Bellinger played 12 games. Darren Waller had 388 receiving yards, while Bellinger had 268. Waller still managed to have 120 receiving yards more than Bellinger had, and he played 3 games less. Which I know that's a horrible comparison because Waller's a superstar and Bellinger is a mediocre tight end, but it shows how much of an upgrade you were adding in with Darren Waller. And I don't think he was even at his healthiest self last year. If you're looking at 2020 or 2019 Darren Waller for the Raiders, the guy who had 1,200 receiving yards as a tight end, 9 receiving touchdowns in 2020, and then also in 2019, then had 1,135 receiving yards, 1,100 receiving yards in a row. What else can you get better than Darren Waller at tight end? Kelsey and Kittle aren't available. Neither is Mark Andrews. So this is a huge trade for the Giants. I love it for them. I get, Daniel Jones needed a wide receiver, but Darren Waller is like a wide receiver. He is not a regular tight end. He can block as well. He's a great blocker. He's a great wide receiver. He's a good catching tight end. And another thing is that I think he's going to have a good year. The health that he had last year, his health issues last year, that doesn't concern me. I get it. He missed how many games last year? He missed 8 games last year. He missed 6 the year before. His last 2 seasons hasn't been the healthiest as he's been in the past. But I think that he'll be okay next year in New York. I think this is a great addition for the Giants, and it's going to be so exciting to see him on the field with Daniel Jones. It'll be so much different for them next season. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the trade. Darren Waller's heading to the New York Giants for a third-round pick, which is pick 100 in this year's draft. That's it for the video, and peace out. Let me know your thoughts.